Hi, this is Karon Thackston with marketingwords.com and copywritingcourse.com, and I have another example for you. I know you've said you love the before and after examples, and seeing firsthand how I work through a piece of copy and change something that isn't so great into something that communicates a whole lot better with your audience. My husband got this letter in the mail the other day, and while this is a letter and we're usually talking about website copy, I see this exact same thing on website copy all the time. This is a classic example of two things that you hear me mention frequently. One is that you do not write about your product, service, or yourself. You write to your customers. And there is a huge difference in the way copy sounds when you're writing about you. The other thing that I joke about is not to we all over yourself, meaning us, our, we, us, our, me, I, we, and it's just pitiful. It's a giant brag fest, and it doesn't get across the points that you're trying to get across to customers anyway. All it does is raise this big banner and says, look at me, it's all about me, instead of making your communication, your copy, all about your customer. So let's have a look at this letter. I've covered some things up over here, as you can see, with pieces of sticky note, so I don't end up getting sued if this woman doesn't appreciate me chopping her copy to bits, or in this case her letter. But like I said, I've seen this exact same thing on dozens of websites. It sort of came through on the scanner. You can kind of see where I've highlighted my's and I's and me's and all these different things here. So let's just walk through this letter. My name is Vicki Brooks, and I am the owner of Vicki Brooks Property. My company specializes in selling prestige and lakefront homes in the Chapin area. I'm not sure if this is a typo or what. Prestigious lakefront homes? Selling prestige. I don't know. Maybe she's trying to do the upscale thing and it didn't work out well. I have lived in the Chapin area for more than 20 years. As well as being a licensed real estate broker, I have also owned and operated a successful interior design business for many years. I believe this gives me the cutting edge in presenting my clients' homes, and see, even here, my clients' homes, not your home, my clients' homes, these other people, in a way that attracts the widest range of potential buyers and helps them. See, she's still not talking about me, the person she's written the letter to. She's now talking about other people. Helps them achieve the highest sales prices. I noticed that you have a second home on the lake. I would like to talk with you. Here's our very first you down at the bottom of this communication. I would like to talk with you in regard to your home if you are considering listing it. My number is, I have included some testimonials from previous clients, blah, blah, blah. I just shook my head the entire time I was reading this letter. It doesn't get her point across. I'm not excited about what she does. Even if we were in a position to want to sell our lake home, I probably would not call this lady. Now, let me show you how I spiffed it up. I've tried to make this big so you can see it. Dear Mr. Thackston, as someone who owns a second home on Lake Murray, you know the joys and struggles associated with having multiple houses. If the time has come for you to consider listing your property, I'd love to help you sell it faster, easier, and for more than you thought possible. Yes, even in these challenging economic times. My name is Vicki Brooks. And as owner of Vicki Brooks Properties, I can put my 20 years of real estate and interior design experience to work for you. By using my rare combination of skills, you'll have a clear market advantage other lake homeowners don't have. I can help you position your home in the best light in front of prospective home buyers in order to make it more attractive aesthetically and financially. As you can see from the enclosed testimonials, you'll be in good company with other Lake Murray homeowners who've enjoyed substantial success from listing with me. If you're ready to list your lake home, please give me a call. I'd love to show you what I can do for you. My number is whatever. Now let's take a look. I went through and highlighted the me's and I's and whatever and the you's and yours. Now let's take a look at this. You see down here, 1, 2, 3. If you include the closing, that's 4, 5. But essentially, we didn't include the closing on the other example either, so I'm not cheating here. There's 3 mentions of you. The rest of it is me's and my's and I's. When we go down here, see how much more pink we get? Way more you's than I's and me's and I's and my and we and whatever. And that's what you're going for. I'm not saying you cannot use I, me, my, us, our, and we. You have to in order to make communication that makes sense. You do need to have significantly more you's and yours than you do I's, me's, my's, us, ours, and we's. It only makes sense that you would want to tailor your written communication, your website copy, to the people who are coming to your website who have the money to make you successful. Your site cannot be a success on its own. Google cannot make your website a success. Google or Bing or any of the other search engines can send you a ton of traffic. But if you have copy that's all about you, I, me, us, our, we, they're going to turn around and leave because it isn't telling them what they want to know. Now let's look at a couple of things here. I'm going to go back up to the clean version so we don't have all the pinks and yellows. In her testimonials that she sent, there were people talking about the fact that she sold their homes for more than they thought possible. That's where this came from. I got it directly from the testimonials. Those are what people are thinking. So you know it's an important thing for home buyers, especially in these challenging economic times. So you want to include information that is strategically speaking to your customers in their language. As someone who owns a second home on Lake Murray, you know the joys and struggles associated with having multiple houses. That's all you have to say to get their imaginations going. I know that at times it is challenging to have 2 pieces of real estate. Paying 2 bills, having 2 of everything, 1 for here, 1 for the lake. If something goes wrong, you've got to go up there and get it fixed and whatnot. So there are reasons why people, would want to sell their houses other than financial reasons. It just gets to be a bit much sometimes. So all of this relates to the customer. It's speaking their language. It's keying in on what's important to them. Then later, here am I. Here's what I have to offer. Here's my uniqueness. Here's my rare combination of skills. Give you a clear market advantage that other lake homeowners don't have. Position you in the best light. This is how my skills are going to benefit you. It's not just, I own an interior design business. Well, so what? You have to spell it out. And then here's our social proof, our proof of performance. These other people, these enclosed testimonials can show you that I mean what I say, that I do what I tell you I'm going to do, that I can get you this substantial success. And I'm not just the one telling you this. These other people agree with me. And then, of course, here's your close. Give me a call if you want to list your property. So this is much more in tune with home buyers than this letter that's all about the real estate agent. I hope that gives you some ideas for your copy. Go back and reread it. If you've written it and there's way more me's and I's and we's and ours in there than there are you's and yours, if it's merely giving a laundry list of your qualifications or something to that effect, You need to go back and change it into something more related to this, which actually speaks to those customers. You know, I was thinking about this the other day when I was watching television and I saw a Raid commercial, the bug spray Raid. They don't get on there and say our bug spray is made of this proprietary concoction of chemicals that's guaranteed to kill bugs. We do this and we do that and we produce the best bug spray and we've been in business for 67 years and we're the #1 bug spray on the market and blah blah blah. They don't do that. Nobody would buy their bug spray if they did that. No, the commercial shows a setting in somebody's home, usually with pets or children around, and the bugs are there, and usually a woman is going, this is disgusting, I don't want this in my home, I want my family to be protected. And so they go for it for that angle, and they show you how easy it is for you to do it yourself, how safe it is for you and your family. The commercial is taking place in your home or one that looks, very similar to what your home might look like. They don't come at it from a position of us, our. It's all about the person buying the bug spray and their needs. So think about it that way. Just because you're proud of the fact you've been in business for 20 years doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to matter to other people. Sometimes, especially for entrepreneurs, that's a hard pill to swallow. But you have to consider your customers are the ones with the money. They decide whether you succeed or fail. So you need to create your entire website, including your website copy, specifically for them. This is Karon Thackston with marketingwords.com and copywritingcourse.com. I hope you have a great day.